Let's see. Hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning. Um, yeah. Current time about 7:25 a.m. in the morning. Oh, we're a bit. Oh, yeah. Okay. Uh, Trying to get out parking, and some guy also snuck in, and we were both trying to give each other the way. But pretty early workout this morning. Um, why? I woke up quite a bit earlier today, so I might as well just get a head start of the day and get you know, do the hardest thing, which is for me, lifting and, cardio at some point today. Is it the hardest thing? Maybe physically, but I get excited doing those lately because, you see progress and whatnot. But nonetheless, we will hit chest and back today. I am sorry, but I forgot to film my leg day because I was in school, and currently I am en route to school, but we're early, and I quite have an ample time to really film my workout today. So we're gonna do that. I don't know. Maybe I'll just do a voiceover of the workout itself because, frankly, um, uh, it's not that people know me there, but it is just a little bit, So I'm still quite a bit shy when it comes to filming myself in front of my peers. It's different when it's strangers, but some people you ran in there, and it's the morning, and nobody really wants to hear someone kind of monologue out loud and narrate their day. But we're gonna do that anyways. We're gonna do chest and back. We are properly carved up as we should be. Yeah. Um, Leg day yesterday, pretty good. Although it was a bit rushed because I did it over lunchtime. Yeah, that's what I did. Um, in terms of the actual like volume and working sets, I feel like it was ample enough to get some to get my muscles stimulated, but also it's not it's not as like a hard hitting, sore for 3 days type of day, but it was good enough that I'll retain strength in my legs, and most importantly, the fact that it was not skipped at all. So there's that. But chest and back, I think I've gotten into a point of the cut that I I I need to just, you know not as much put the volume in place, but rather do enough with high intensity, still up to failure, but don't do as much of the sets. So I'm thinking for chest and back today, I might just do two exercise for each, and probably just add some rear delts because I feel like it's rarely getting hit these days. Although you can indirectly hit them by doing back and doing rowing movements, but uh, you know, we are trying to have a certain aesthetic where we want a little bit of a quite a bit of a wider look to us once we cut down. New low weigh-in. Um, this week, the lowest I've weighed was 207.5 pounds, which is quite a bit of progress, I'd say. We're right on track of where we want to be. But, I got this 2 week and a half where I really want to hit 200, at least by April 15th, second, third week of April. I want to be at 200 and then start my, uh, process of getting back up to maintenance just to have a bit of a break because frankly after this 3.5 month-ish of diet, especially the last third of it being quite aggressive. I'm ending my second week of the aggressive approach, and by the third, fourth, and maybe a couple of days more of that aggressive approach, I'm gonna be quite fatigued, and my metabolism, it needs to get revamped a little bit. So that's what we're gonna do. But after 4 to 6 weeks, we're gonna get back into it. Uh, and then the new milestone is now the next 5 to 10 pounds, which is 190, and we'll see at what weight we can, see some leanness and some cuts and some abs. Although I'm not trying to get super super lean, but lean enough that you know at least see an outline of I have some sort of abdominal muscle. So probably around that 13 to 18% body fat. But right now, uh, looking at myself and comparing what's out there. I haven't got any tests or anything, but I went from like 30ish to now like like high 20s, which is a pretty good progress. And we're probably going to end up right at like 24-25% body fat by 200. We don't know yet, but clearly, through the shirt, the shoulders and the arm, the silhouette is there, and the chest, you can see I'm actually uh I'm more leaning out towards like the 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 collarbones and where my traps and shoulders are separated, because in the right lighting my skin is uh thin enough that you can see some separations. I'm not saying striations, but in the right lighting, if I flex really hard, you can see the three separate parts of my shoulders, the front delts, side delts, and my rear delts. But that is optimal lighting, zero subcutaneous fluid under the skin, and the fat is like squeezed and thinned out. But we count whatever here, and sometimes in my face I can see a little bit of leanness. You know, it's getting sharper here, although we still got a little bit of chin going here. But I might just need a shave or not. We'll see. But yeah.
All right, I kind of forgot to film the first working set that I did, so we're gonna film the second one. But yeah, like I said, first exercise, T-bar rows, 3 plates. Used to do this a lot back in high school, but yeah, we're gonna do them again. Okay, let's move on. All right, so moving on. Second exercise, incline bench. Uh, yeah, I just got a plate and a 35, and we're not gonna go to failure. We don't have a spot, but we'll do what we can. All right. I might ask for a spot on the next one, but I'll see you on the next exercise here. All right. Hope that works. Third is another back exercise, probably the last one for the day, and then I'm gonna do some rear delts, and then some flies to end it. But we're gonna do some alternating, uh, pulling down on the cables here. That's good. All right. Doing some face pulls for our rear delts here. I think just a couple sets. Here we go. We should up our weight here. Let's do a couple more reps. All right. Last exercise. Here. Some flying movement of some sort. And we're just going to go at it. Okay. And then we're done. All right. So after school, after my gym session earlier, I had some uh, a protein shake drink, one of those Alani protein things with 30 grams of protein, and that held me throughout my school. And now I'm before I didn't do my cardio in school today. I might do it later, or walk around for about an hour and a half, enough to like burn 300-ish calories. Yeah, but post workout, got some protein oatmeal I made with mixed berries. Session overall, you know, the carb up was enough for me to really get my exercise going. But uh, when you're in a cut, you know, volume did get dropped down. I was only doing 2 sets each exercise, but you know, um, I, I'm pushing it enough to the limit. As you can see, at least in a way that I perceive is, my limit. Definitely, you know, I try not to disturb others, but enough to really make me groan and and strain and effort to the point where I can't do uh I can't do the rep properly anymore a couple of times. But yeah, uh, overall, pretty good pump. In one of the sets for the incline bench, actually, I uh, I was able to get a spot from some people there, so that was great. I managed to at least one set of bench was up to failure in a way, and the rest I kind of just did it with the machines and stuff. Maybe I will incorporate more of that T-bar row because the pump that I got out of it was pretty good, man. But yeah, it's gonna be a short one today. I'm gonna eat my protein slop here, and later on get some more meals and yeah, do our little walkie walk. I'll see you